coming to you from the work desk. It's day 12 and it's time for a quick strike. Hello and welcome to the Dohyo here on Mr. JWags channel. Yes, it is time for a quick strike, a small, amuse-bouche, tapa-sized episode that we release mid-Basho to keep us hungry for more sumo. But beware if you have not watched through day 12 of the May 2025 tournament because spoilers abound. So if you have not watched through day 12 of the May 2025 tournament, stop, watch through day 12, and return to us. Oh boy, I really should have done this one yesterday because I feel like things are sort of all over but the shouting here for the May tournament. Not to say it's not going to be an exciting finish, but I think we all know who's going to win this one. As of today, Onosato is 12-0 and alone on the leaderboard by 3 whole matches. So the more mathematically inclined of us have figured out, well, that means no one can beat him. They can only tie him, so he needs just one more win to clinch. Yep. Gonna talk about this a lot more in the wrap-up. But yeah, I was expecting this Basho out of Onosato like in July, and then we were gonna see a Yokozuna push then. I was expecting him to not do too well this tournament, but clearly I was wrong. And clearly there is a new level to Onosato sumo. This is utter dominance. In 12 matches, I think he's only come even close to losing once, and that was versus Wakataka Kage. So yeah, in terms of the Yusho race, this one sort of feels all over but the shouting right now. It looks like Onosato is going to face Kotozakura tomorrow, and then he is most likely going to face Kirishima on day 14, and then Hoshodyu on day 15. And although I'm not quite sure he's going to beat Hoshodyu, I'm pretty sure he's going to get at least one win versus the other two. I don't know, at this point, I think him getting a Zen show is much more likely than him just like utterly crapping the bed down the stretch, losing 3 in a row and forcing a playoff. He's just looked that good. But we do currently have 5 wrestlers tied for second place at 9 and 3. Yokozuna Hoshodyu, Sekiwake Daieisho, Sekiwake Kirishima, Komusubi Wakataka Kage, and Maegashira 17 Asakoryu. First of all, to Yokozuna Hoshodyu, happy 26th birthday. It's May 22nd. So yeah, happy birthday. Glad you're 26. You have now officially left the young hotness and you are now in the meat of your peak. Now, Hoshodyu has been looking pretty good. 9 and 3 is very respectable even for Yokozuna. But the question is if Onosato has truly raised his game, then Hoshodyu really needs to start upping his game. I mean, I've said it before, gonna say it again. Hoshodyu's biggest weakness is that he cannot seem to stop losing to Maegashira. And just once the top of the Banzuke starts getting stronger, which it already has, if we look at the leaders of this tournament, almost all of them are in the Sanyaku except for Asakoryu. So yeah, I don't know if it's just a matchup problem that he's very specifically not good against certain Maegashira, or if it's just like a focus thing, but if he's going to take the next step to become a truly dominant Yokozuna, he has to really curtail these week 1 losses. Hoshodyu gets Daieisho today, and then I imagine he's going to finish up with Kotozakura and Onosato. Speaking of Daieisho, he is looking very good in this tournament. He's looking actually a little bit better than I expected, and I expected him to get 10 wins. He still could get 10 wins. But if he's going to look for that Ozeki push, then I think he would really have to like win out for them to be any chance. Now, some of you who mentioned, well, we don't really need an Ozeki right now. Well, if you look at sumo history, I mean, that hasn't necessarily been an issue. We've seen Banzuke, like I said, the 15-man Sanyaku with 7 Ozeki and Yokozuna. So clearly we can go with the larger Sanyaku if it's deserved. And let us not forget, we can also lose Ozeki very quickly. Remember, like a couple of years ago when we had 3 young Ozeki, and then like we almost had no Ozeki for a little while there. So yeah, it can happen faster than you think. Kirishima looks very healthy up there at Sekiwake, and he might be starting his own Ozeki run very soon if he keeps looking like this. Now, Wakataka Kage has looked better than I thought. I thought post-injury maybe his ceiling was going to be like 9-10 wins up in the Joy Sanyaku region, but he's doing a lot better than I thought, and I think there might still be some juice in the old Wakataka Kage Ozeki hopes. I would find it hilarious if we have like 2 Yokozuna who are 26 and younger, and then a whole bunch of like Ozeki just coming into their own in their 30s. I think that'd be fascinating. And then there's Asakoryu, the new jacked pixie that we all love so much. He's going to start getting promoted tomorrow. He's going to face Wakataka Kage. I am not that optimistic because if he keeps winning, he's just going to face harder and harder opponents. So, yeah, I think he did great, and I think he's going to do great for a while in Makuuchi, but I don't see him being in the Yusho or even Jun Yusho race at this point. point. We have a bunch of wrestlers down at 8-4, but a couple of highlights. Ozeki Kotazakura. Now, I had him as my Yusho pick, but looks like he's going to have a respectable, like, 8 to 10 wins in this tournament, which seems fine. But just a little worried that he hasn't shown any of that fire that he had getting that 14-1 back in January. And I'd love to see that again. Sumo's more interesting when we have more potential alpha dogs. And then Maegashira 7, Hakuoho, and Maegashira 9, Aonishiki. Both started out amazingly, and then both got promoted up the Banzuke to face tougher opponents, and now both of them have lost 3 matches in a row. I'm not at all worried about these two guys. They're both young. This is the first time they're really attacking the Joy Sanyaku region, so I just think it's going to take a little bit of time for them to catch up with everyone else. But yeah, they're both going to be fine. And also, our lone Makauchi Kyujo, Kota Shoho, has returned and now evened up his record. He started 0-5 by missing the first 5 days, and now he has come back to get a 6-1 record. So technically, he is 6-6. I was very worried we were going to lose Kota Shoho to Judio, but he looks back, he looks healthy, he looks ready to fight. So, pre-attaboy for Kota Shoho. Now, the judo demotion picture is a little murky. We only have like one definite demotion promotion, but I think we've got some guys who are definitely leaning towards the demotion and promotion side of the line. Definitely going down would be Maegashira 18, Tochi Taikai with a 3-9. Even if he wins out, that's not going to do it. And Maegashira 15, Shonan no Umi, also with a 3-9. Even if he wins out, that's going to be real borderline, but that's not a definite yet. So Tochi Taikai, definite demotion. Then we got a couple guys who basically need to win out to be safe. Guys like Maegashira 11, Shishi with a 2-10, and Maegashira 17, Tama Shoho with a 4-8. If they win out, they're safe. 2 out of 3 would give them a borderline, only 1 win, and I'm pretty sure they're in the demotion range. And of course, there's always the chance that someone absolutely craps a bed and loses the last 3 days and gets in the demotion picture. So if you look at guys like Nishikigi, Ryuden, Kaio, Shodai, even Midori Fuji, if they crap the bed and we get some guys in Judo doing a little bit better, I think we could see this promotion picture change, but I think it's going to be a fairly light demotion at this point. Primarily because we only have one wrestler right now who has definitely deserved promotion, and that is Judo 1 West Kusano, who absolutely destroyed the Judo field last time and looking very strong this time. We have 2 wrestlers where I think one more win will definitely get them the promotion. That's Judio 1, Mitake Yumi, and Judio 5, Waka Ikari. And if Judio 2, Hideno Umi, gets 1 win, that's a close one. 2, I think, would definitely put him in the promotion picture. And then if you look down at Judio 7, Tomakaze and Koto Eho both have 8-4s. And if they win out, they might have a chance, but I think they're going to be facing guys ahead of them in the promotion queue. So I don't think it'll be possible for everyone to sort of get all the wins necessary. So yeah, as of right now, I'd say I'd look at a maximum 3 demotions at the Judo line, but hey, anything can happen in the last 3 days. Alright, so even though the Yusho race looks to be fairly locked away, we still know that anything can happen in Sumo from here on out. So I'm going to be glued to my screens for the next 3 days, and I cannot wait to see how this ends. So everyone, you're going to want to stay tuned to the channel for the wrap-up and the Terunofuji episode, which is forthcoming, and you're not going to want to miss that. So everyone, like, subscribe, hit the buttons. That's the only way YouTube understands love. But I'll see you next time, and thank you for joining us on this quick strike.